Me and Yorkie Lucy, we are at the Thames Barrier, as you can see here. Beautiful, iconic Thames Barrier. Sorry about the noise. We've got Mr. Leaf Cutter Man behind, in front of me, cutting, trimming the hedge. So, oh, you got Lucy here somewhere. It's very hot. Yeah, say hello, Lucy. Let me just put Lucy on. To see you nice. Guys, we've got Mr. Leaf Blower or Mr. Leaf Cutter. I don't know if he's chopping wood. He's making such a racket. How can you sleep if you're working nights? And across the road, this is the Thames Barrier, guys. So I've never seen it in action. Thank God. Yeah, the tide is going out, I think. I'm not sure. Is it coming in or going? Let me have a look. Yeah, it's going out. The tide is going out. So we should... I'll put the thing there. I'll put it on the tripod there so you can see. And you've got the old Tater Lyle here. Gosh, this sun is so hot. Whew! It is very hot here, guys. That's the Tater Lyle, it's a sugar factory. I don't know if it does cane sugar or beet sugar. Whoa, there's no shade here at all, guys. Not at all. And thank you so much for coming by yesterday and coming into the stream in the park. Well, the park is the other side, so it's not going to be a very long stream today because the heat, there's no shade here at all. The park is literally on the other side of the Thames Barrier. That's where we were yesterday. As you can see, there's a wildlife bank on the, just underneath the bridge here, underneath the Thames. You see that piece. Oops, that piece there. That closes the water, so it stops the water from going in or out. Here, and I wanted to show you yesterday. There's a ferry across, I was going to say the Mersey, just literally dead ahead of you. I'll put it on the tripod. I wish this could be a bit clearer. Right, I can move my hands and it's a bit clearer. Right in front of you, you can probably work out. I'll try and zoom in there, guys. And there's a ferry. Can you see it? It's been abandoned in the background there, just next to those buildings. That is the Royal Iris, and that ferry came from Liverpool. And when it was in its days in the 50s or 60s, I think 60s, late 50s and early 60s, I think it was running in Liverpool. Ferry across the Mersey. Remember that song, guys? And yeah, and the Beatles was on there, and quite a few other famous pop groups, bands were on there having a gig on the ferry, and when it came, finally it came to London. I think in the 90s, late 80s, 90s, I think, or somewhere in the 80s, came to London and had done a few. You know, it came here and there was a chip shop inside, the Queen went on there quite a few events on here, and it did, and then it just fizzled out, and then the money ran out and they just dumped her there. Nobody came up with an idea of refurbishing her and run her as a, because she's got such a history, you know, it's a shame. You need someone with deep pockets to actually come here and yeah, It's called the Royal Irish Ferry there. Very famous ferry in the background there, guys. It's just rotting away. It's a shame somebody with deep pockets needs to come here and refurbish that, but I don't know if it's got its way gone. It's been there for donkey's years, and I didn't realise that. I've been living here around 14 years in this place, and it's been sitting there staring at me every day. I used to come here, and it's a lovely place to chill out. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? Such a history. Have a pop group on there, you know, famous the Beatles. There's quite a few big famous bands came on that ship, and the Queen there as well. They done a bit in there. They done a chip shop in there as well. I heard. Yeah. So recently, some kids have been messing about in there. They've jumped in there, and the top deck, and they torched it, and it started burning. But they put it out because it's all, I mean, all the furniture's all burnt out and everything. It's quite breezy, but the sun's beating down here and there is no shade. Let me just close that in a bit. Yeah, that's the history of the Royal Irish. It's a shame, isn't it? You know, so, I've brought in the zoom, so it's less shaky now, because when the zoom's out it's so shaky. It's just, and you've got the old potato Lyle there. It's a sugar factory, very famous sugar factory, and you get boats there normally mooring up there where the cranes are from all around the world. They come from the West Indies and stuff like that, or Far East, and they come out, I don't know if it's sugar cane or sugar beet, not sure. Anyway, I can feel the sun here. It's really absolutely coming down here. How you doing, guys? Thank you so much for that like. Awesome, absolutely awesome. It's a lovely place. It's a bit quiet today. It's a Friday. This is how far I live from the Woolwich Ferry. You can literally see the Woolwich Ferry right in the distance. Can you see her? Can you see that ferry? Yeah. Hello mate, you alright? In the water? Where the birds are? Oh, round the other side. I thought I just see, yeah, there's a seal in the River Thames. Wow, so that means the Thames is pretty clean now. Wildlife. Yeah, it'd be lovely. I've heard dolphins come up this way as well. Where is that?
American warships that got wrecked out of the estuary, and it's full of explosives.
Well, how far is that up the estuary then?
It's quite a way out, sort of Southamptish area.
Oh, that area. We went there.
Near Riverside.
Ah.
And it's full of explosives. It has been since the war.
And nobody's dealt with it.
Nobody can deal with it.
I know they've got a few artillery places up that way.
Mm. But yeah, it's all underwater. But loads and loads of live ammunition. Nobody knows what condition it's in, whether it's still viable or not.
And boats going past it? Yeah. Did you notice that? The iris there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I lived there for years, and I didn't really. Yeah, the Beatles, the Queen, and there's quite a few other bands really.
Yeah.
Appeared on there, and then she came to London, and then Queen jumped on there. I think they put a chip shop in there or something. I read a big article of it,
Yeah.
but nobody had it deep enough pockets to put it back on the...
No, it's a shame.
Yeah.
And then it was wrecked a couple of years ago. There was a storm, which...
I know. I went there about a couple of months ago, and I rode my bike just like you, riding around, and they've burnt it. They've set it alight.
Yeah.
It's all black smoke in there.
That was
and-
dangerous.
yeah, obviously kids in and out, drug users, and it's ideal, isn't it, for a den?
Well, there's the other mystery boat down the corner there.
What is that?
Nobody knows.
Is it a boat or a ferry?
All the way round, there's a weird looking boat that looks like a glass house.
I mean, well,
Lego Hazard did a thing in that area. It does kayaks. And he mentioned that boat. He was unable to find anything about what it actually is. Oh, look, there it is. No, it's not. No, that's not.
no, I think the tide's going out.
Yeah. But yeah, there's
What's that over there? You see it?
Black, and it was very near
The shore.
still there.
It must be feeding off the bottom.
Yeah, just see its head bobbing around. See that?
Oh, there, look. Can you see that? Yeah. Wow. So it's quite in shallow water, really.
Yeah. It was sort of
Hope it doesn't get stranded.
2 or 3 metres away from the edge of the water.
Have you been that way really far on the
Only as
on the
far
towpath?
Yeah, only as far
It's beautiful.
round the corner.
Oh, on this side?
Yeah. On this side.
Oh, the same time we went to see the iris, the following day,
I mean,
when
the
I got off the
village.
ferry, I turned left
Yeah.
and went towards the Woolwich Arsenal, the
Yeah.
towpath. Lovely coffee place there, at Woolwich Arsenal. Then I went really deep down,
I've not been
and
much
it is
further than
absolutely beautiful, breathtaking. Honestly, the estuary widens up so wide, and it becomes more natural. It literally you're standing down there on the grass,
Yeah.
sort of with this beautiful bike ride.
that. Oh, I tried that.
And then we went even further,
Yeah.
and you know you get these barges coming up with the rubbish.
Yeah.
That's where they're burning it. Down there we saw a big burning incinerator place where big chimneys. I think that past Thamesmead we went.
Yeah. No, I've not been there.
'Cause, yeah, I was on an electric bike, so so
Put it on the DL.
um
Yeah, Harry.
was he here again?
Little Harry.
Oh no,
That's the resident Harry.
was he here all the time? Yeah, you do get a lot of wildlife there. Yeah, me and Lucy, we go walks quite a lot.
It's kind of actually.
I've got a nice. What camera have you got there?
It's
It's a Nikon.
with an Olympus optical viewfinder.
Wow.
So keep it set up.
Oh, is that separate, that viewfinder?
Yeah,
Oh, detaches as well.
it's from a different, from an
Okay.
old Olympus.
Yeah, I've got an old camera. I've got a nice 60 times zoom on it, and I use it for bird watching and stuff like that.
This is the other way. It's 12 to 28, really wide angle.
Ah, that's what you want.
Only wide angle. So when the seal.
How big's the lens? Is it much light in?
Decent. I mean, 3.5, 5.6. So, but then you've got really high ISO capabilities on this. But I keep it all in manual. I keep it as if I was still shooting on film. So I've got the manual ISO. Everything's just.
Yeah, I'm learning mine really.
But I mainly shot the seal on here on 5 times lens. And that's the only way I could get close, because this is
Do
too
you get a
wide
good
angle. Decent.
Wow, now does this seal come
No,
often this
never
side?
seen
Where? How did you spot that?
I was on Royal
Oh,
Wharf.
you were on the other side.
You see where the ferry is?
Yeah.
Not the ferry,
boat, yeah.
Yeah, look at us. Just come from.
There he
Royal
is
Wharf.
again, look.
I was on
Is
Royal
that,
Wharf.
is that him just popping up?
Yeah, and I thought it was like a football floating along. I thought that's not, and then it bobbed up and then dived down again. I thought that's not a football. That's a seal. Here comes the heron.
Oh, gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that, guys.
Anyway, let me pop out.
Well, thanks for letting us know about the seal.
Yeah,
I'll keep an eye out now.
I'm gonna cycle that down. You said.
Yeah, if you've got the energy, yeah. Go. Thank you. Bye.
Mind the broken glass for the dog anyway.
Yeah, I know they come here, don't they? Drink their wine and just thank you for that.
See you.
See you. Bye bye. Oh, look, the herring's gone now. So that means they're really good news, guys. That means if this hill was Thames is becoming cleaner, I suppose. Sorry, let me see if you've commented anything, guys. That's quite exciting news, really. I'm trying to see if anybody of you guys right. Right. It locks the Oriental lock. Sorry guys if I'm not making you dizzy or anything like that. I'm trying to unlock this. It's a nuisance, really. Wow. It's a bit big. That's better. So when it goes like that, there was a seal across right. Reconnecting. Right guys, I think it's a bit very fiddly on here. Robert, hello. Hello Robert, how are you doing? How are you keeping? Are you sleeping in a lorry? Right, yeah. Nice to see you, Robert. Even though I can't see you. You're probably sleeping in a lorry somewhere. Pulled over. Or are you at home? Just here, where you used to live. Right. Obviously there was a seal in the River Thames. I can't see it now, but so awkward. I mean, it's so hot here. Lucy's just baking here, guys, so I might have to end the stream here, guys, because it's a bit too hot. It's a bit unfair for Lucy. Got quite a bit of ducks here now. Quite lovely. What a colour ducks these are. Yeah, like I said earlier on, you've probably seen it upside down probably. That's the the Royal Iris over there. That's a ferry used to belong in Liverpool, where you had the Beatles performing on there and quite a few bands, you know, famous bands of the late 50s and early 60s, mid 60s and stuff like that. And then she ended up coming to London for her last voyage. The Queen, look, there's this seal. Look at it. Did you see the seal right in front of me? Did you see the seal, guys? He popped up. Couldn't believe it. Let me see if I can see him again. He's literally just somewhere right in front. There he is. There he is again. There he is. Can you see him? Whoa. It was too hot for him to sit up. That is awesome. I can't see that well because it is so blisteringly hot here. Wow, that is awesome. He'll pop his head up again. He's probably feeding off the... It's quite shallow where he is. He's not in the deep part of it. Yeah, it's very difficult to stream on this phone, you know, so you've got to set it up. And where I can't see the screen that well, I can't see if it's horizontal or vertical. And yeah. Oh, he's gone right deep down. There he is again. There he is. He's literally, you probably can't see it. He's gone under again. Yeah. Whoa. Anyway, we got a seal in the River Thames. That's good news. So, yeah. So when she came to London from Liverpool, the Royal Iris, she ended up there because nobody had enough money to maintain her and keep her afloat. So what a shame. She's still there, just sitting there and just rotting away. Yeah, those who have just joined us, welcome. This is the Tate and Lyle sugar factory there with the two cranes standing up. There's obviously, there's the seal again. Wow. Can anybody see it, guys? Hi, good morning, sweetheart. How are you doing? We've got a seal in the River Thames. Couldn't believe it. Wow. I'll try it and you'll probably see it pop its head up. There he goes. I can see the ripples around the water. He's literally very close to the surface. He'll pop up again. He's actually making his way because where the tide is going out, see the smile, he's going out with the tide. There he is, there he is. I don't know if you can see that little blip. Can you see it? Nope, he goes down again. That's amazing to see a seal. Oh, that sounds like a seal sound. Wow. Yeah, you got the old Woolwich Ferry down there, guys. Literally way down there. That's when we go on the Woolwich Ferry with Lucy. So I don't live far from there really. It's about 10-minute bike ride, 10-15 minute, depends how you ride. Yeah. Yeah, that's called Woolwich. That's called North Woolwich. South, well, Woolwich town centre is on the right hand side. Yeah. Yeah, that's the seal. He's going out. He's going out with the water because the water's going out. So that's excitement. That shows you. Oh, there he goes. Look, he's proper flapping about. Yeah, you get quite a few wild. Sometimes I've heard dolphins coming up here. He's there. I can see his head bopping up in the distance there. Look at that. Wow. So you've got quite a bit of wildlife there. I wonder if he'll come to the shore. Well, he's going to the shore. He's still there. He's literally just in front. Do you see him in the water? There he is, look. Behind those birds. Yeah, he's up there again. That is awesome. There's the wind. When you got it zoomed up in your phone, look, there's there again. I think there's two of them. There's two. Look, he's got his friend with him. Wow. Look, he's splashing around. Look, Lucy, you're right. It's a bit. The clouds just come near the sun, so look, he's still there. He's having a little swim around. That is absolutely awesome to see. Exciting, that is. Anyway, bit quiet for a Friday. You thought the River Thames would be a bit busy. It's because I suppose where the tides are, there's the garbage containers coming up the River Thames. In front of us there, you see those. There's a little barge coming up with containers on there. Right. Yeah, that goes into the city near Farringdon Bridge and collects the waste from the city. You can see it coming up right hand side and collects the waste from the city and brings it back right down the Thames estuary, and there's a big burner and they burn all the rubbish in the incinerator there. So, God. Go. You want to go in the park? Yeah. Right, Lucy wants to go in the park, guys. It's a bit too hot to sit here. It's not too bad for me, but for her. Yeah, we'll go in a minute, sweetheart. I'll just let this boat come. That is so cool, isn't it, to see that sea lion. Some guy pulled up on a boat. He pulled up on his bicycle and he told me there's a seal here. I thought, wow, that's awesome. I've made a friend anyway. There's a another. These little speedboats, they do River Thames boat trips. They take you on these little speedboats along the Thames. Wow. Yeah, they fill up these containers and then they take them back up the River Thames to get burnt. Oh God, I didn't realise it was stuck on vertical, the stream in the beginning. Sorry guys if you... I couldn't see the screen properly because of the sunshine on the screen. And I'll have to get one of these covers. You still can't even look. If I put my hands on the screen, it's still so much light here. I just... you got to set these before you start streaming. You got to set it up for vertical. I wish you could do it on the old screen, whatever you got. You can either have vertical or horizontal screen. It's just to save me doing it. Okay, we're going to go in a minute, Lucy. That's it, that's what I was looking for. You see, it's so zoomed out that it doesn't really work. Doing it on the phone is so hard. We're going, Lucy. She wants a little game of fetch the ball. Yeah, I don't know how people want to go and move to Dubai, because that's in the 40s and the 50s, and you can't go out during the day. You've got to stay in. What's the point of going to a country like Dubai? I suppose because of the tax reasons only, but I wouldn't like to go and live there. I mean, this is quite bad enough. Look at Lucy, she's standing there, bless her little heart. The tiny bit of shade, literally the shade comes. She's in that little shade, bless her little heart. Hey, shall we go and play? Shall we go in the park? Yeah, she's there, she knows. Right, guys, I really appreciate you lot coming, guys. And I'm sorry about the beginning of the stream. It was on landscape, but I thought it was on portrait. I couldn't see the screen properly. So, and it's quite a bit difficult to stream on the phone, not used to it. Thanking you guys so much for joining again. And we're going to go to the park, and then I'm going to be on my TikTok. Thank you so much on my TikTok. So I might do a little stream in the park on my TikTok. So if you want to come and join me on TikTok, you're more than welcome, guys. I'll be on there shortly. Have a good one and au revoir.